Just a glimpse, just a peek, just a sneak preview, just before the drop. I get to hear the whole thing. Well, let's see just a little snippet of it. That's what we're talking about this morning. This morning, how is everybody on this morning? This is post birthday on the 6/7, 67 and one day. How about that? What a wonderful day yesterday was. What a wonderful day. Shout out to all of the birthday love that I got on yesterday, from the kind words, to the gift cards, to the seeds into my life, to the churches that I cover, sending their whole churches singing me happy birthday. That was pretty awesome, Wisdom. That was awesome. The youth ministry, the children's ministry, the New Life Columbus, the whole nine. Man, what a day. What a day. Thank you. I got just a glimpse. I got just a glimpse of all of the blessings that the Lord has for me, and will have for me. So I just wanted to shout that out. That's right. Yesterday, let me just do this. Yesterday was my birthday. Yeah, yesterday was my birthday. Been wondering what 6'7" is, not my height. It's not all of that foolishness. It was my birthday. 67 years old, 67 years young. I think that's what Brenda said, 67 years young. And I believe that is just such a great day. Thank you for all the love. Want to greet some folk this morning, but just a glimpse. I have to adjust. I got to borrow that word on yesterday from my daughter, Pastor Mahogany. If that woman of God did not minister a word to our souls, and then the sharing of her personal life to a degree that I wasn't even privy to, and to hear that in that way, in the context of her faith, was so encouraging to me. It was so encouraging to me. So if you did not get that word, if you didn't get it, go back on at New Life TV, and watch that word. Trust when I tell you, it will bless you. It sure will bless you. Let me greet some folk this morning and get into it on this morning. See how everybody is doing for all of the birthday love yesterday. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning, Minister Yolanda. I ain't got my glasses on, so I can barely see that far away. See close up, but not far away. How about that? Good morning. Who is that? Ella, how are you on this morning? Good morning. Good morning, Gerald. How are you? Good morning, Brenda. How are you? See you. See you, Ori. See you, Ramona. How are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you on this morning? Carolyn, how are you? Thank you. Thank you, my spiritual daughter, for the gift. Oh my God. Blew me away. Trust. Thank you so very much. Good morning, Cynthia. How are you? You guys have safe travels when you go to Dallas. Don't get down there and get stuck now. You need to come on back home too. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Good morning, Cynthia. How are you on this morning? Verena, how are you on this morning? Let me get some more folk here. Ann, how are you? LaFawn, how are you? Linda, how are you? Joe, how are you? Here we go. I got to shout, Anna. I mean, come on. And our birthday is the same day. How about that? The same day. A couple years off, and we won't get into all of that. Anna, everybody don't need to know all of that, do they? But the same birthday. How about that? Thank you for coming to the worship service. I really appreciate just to say happy birthday to all the Manna fam. Man, it means a whole lot on yesterday. Good morning, and that's right. One more time, Dan the man. How are you? Thank you so much for just hanging in there with us. Joel, how are you on this morning? Taking a little more time than normal. Vicky, how are you on this morning? Deacon Joe, how are you? Sharice, how are you? Now look, if you all missed that word yesterday, trust me, that uncommon joy, just a glimpse. Whoo, what a word. What a word. What a word. I am still feasting on that this morning. Good morning, brother Pope. How are you in Middlesex, North Carolina? That's right. She brought it. She really did. She brought it. I want to encourage you to go back and watch that again. Deacon Joe, did you watch it? I know that you were at new creations, but might want to check that out too. Good morning, Linda. How are you? Lottie, how are you? Deborah Sims, how are you? Let me get some more folk. Liz, how you doing this morning? Deborah Dorsey, how are you? You got a grown men all around you. That's a good thing. Your husband is proud, looking down. He's done a great job. You guys have done a great job. Good to see him on yesterday. Good morning, good morning, Patrice. How are you? Bridget is in the house. How are you on this morning? This morning, I just got to admit, I just got to borrow some of what I heard on yesterday for our morning manna. You got to get the whole thing, just a glimpse, just a glimpse. But before we get into that, the text, to talk, to take away, 5 minutes less, you already know, put your comments in the chat area, and so we can get going. Here we go.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Here's the text. It is Luke 2:28 through 38. Simeon took him, Jesus, up in his arms and praised God, saying, Sovereign Lord, as you have promised, you may now dismiss your servant in peace, for my eyes have seen your salvation. Wow. Let me try to speak to that again. Just a glimpse. Here is Simeon, who's not a priest, not a prophet, not a public figure. He's a faithful believer who's been waiting. And how many of us have waited? Luke describes him as righteous, devout, and waiting for the consolation of Israel. That praise reaches back to Isaiah's promise that God would comfort his people and redeem them, console them, keep them while they're under the hammer, the foot on their neck from the Roman Empire and all other empires, from Assyria to Syria to Babylon. But now, here it is what Simeon is saying. Simeon makes this different. Is not just waiting, because everyone waits. How you wait is critical, and this is how he's been waiting. His righteousness has tied him to his patience. His faithfulness positioned him to recognize, just the context, that Jesus when others miss him. Simeon doesn't get a lifetime with Jesus. He doesn't see miracles, sermons, or the cross. He gets a moment, a glimpse. Just a glimpse is enough for his soul to be at peace and joy. There's three things I want you to get as a result of this glimpse, looking through the lens of Simeon. One, glimpse brings peace before the process is complete. A glimpse brings peace before the process is complete. Put it in the chat area. Simeon says, now dismiss your servant in peace. Nothing has changed politically. Rome is still in charge with their foot on Israel's neck. Herod is still ruling, corrupt as he is. But Simeon has peace because he's seen enough to trust for the rest of his life. Two, a glimpse strengthens you for continual waiting. He doesn't need instant gratification. Seeing the promise begun assures him the promise will be finished. Sometimes God doesn't give you the whole picture, just enough to keep you going. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Three. Before the soundtrack is dropped, a glimpse turns waiting into worship. When Simeon sees Jesus, breaks out into a praise. I don't know whether it was a praise dance. I don't know whether it was shouting, but the scripture said Then he breaks out into it. It erupts. Why? Because he got a glimpse. Got a glimpse. He got a glimpse. So what's your takeaway this morning in a world that is full of confusion and full of things coming at you all the time? Here it is. You may be praying for a breakthrough, change, or turnaround. But today, take the glimpse. God's going to come through. You watch and see. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Share the manna. If it bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you. Bye now. And don't forget, go check that sermon out.